If your calendar doesn't change, your business won't grow. So let's fix that right now. Welcome to the final part of this 3-part video series where we've been diving deep into how to analyze, strategize, and now take aligned action. So in this video, I'll help you close the gap between where your time is going and where it needs to go for sustainable, scalable growth. You'll learn how to make simple strategic calendar shifts that will help you step into the CEO role of your business and finally stop doing all the things that are keeping you stuck in the busy work. You'll walk away knowing how to identify time leaks, prioritize needle-moving activities, reclaim your calendar, and start scaling with clarity and intention. So let's build the habit of working on the business, not just in it. This is where real momentum begins. And if you need a copy of the Google Sheets that I go through, you can get a free downloaded one. Link is down below. You have got this. And as a special treat, I've also given away all the free resources as part of this, your KPI tracker, 90 days to scale your business, time audit, and all the things. And you can get that with the link down below as well. Totally free. My gift to you because you're amazing. Have a wonderful day.
Hello, this is the last video of the 3 videos, which is all about analyze, strategize, and here we are taking action. Yes, so I want to reiterate the action that you take is so important. And we've gone through a lot of information to help you take a more informed and intentional approach to taking action. Now, I look at action in the purpose of time. So time will dictate, and where you spend your time will dictate what you do. And that is why I'm getting very crystal clear, and I've got you to get very crystal clear on where are you actually spending your time. Because when you change where your focus, what happens is that changes, that refocuses, that expands. So if you're spending the majority of your time working in the business, you're just going to keep working in the business. But if you subtly start shifting the amount of time you actually work on the business as well, all of a sudden your business will grow because you're working on it, on the growth of it, not just in it. So when, for a business from a very easy standpoint, if you're driving a car, you've got the destination of where you're trying to go and you're headed in that direction. But if the car's also broken down, you're trying to work on the car at the same time, but you have to stop that vehicle. So what this is doing is we're giving you the tools and understanding in order to keep the car going while you need to fix things, improve things, optimize things. So I'm helping you navigate this. At the moment, you will be working both on and in your business, and that's fine because that's where you are at the moment. There may come a time where you just work on the business if you want to, and that's great as well. But for right now, I want you to look at this as every action step you take towards where you're trying to go will get you there. But it's about action. That is so important. So on that note, I'm going to share my screen with you again. And we're going to go through the final section. So we're going to go back to the spreadsheet because we love a good spreadsheet. Now I want you to look, you'll see that I've added another template, another tab here, and it's just the copy of the roles and responsibilities. But what I've done here is I've actually given you a percentage of where your time is being spent. And remember, whatever you focus on expands. So if you're spending the majority of your time on admin, then the admin side of your business is going to expand. But if instead you change and you focus majority of your time on the vision and strategy, that's going to grow. So the way I've done that is I've literally just got these figures here and gone, okay, let's put them across this. So it goes hand in hand with these questions. So it all does add on to each other. So please make sure you've done this. So then what we do is we go into the 3rd tab and we go what you're currently doing, which is this one. So you're currently, based on the hours that's been put into this section here, you're currently working 73% of your time is spent on client-facing work and back-end work for clients. And then 11% is spent on people management and communication, where 16% is spent on miscellaneous tasks like admin and bookkeeping. But the goal, and this is where we want to get to, is that you actually want to be working 20 hours is your goal. So you want to work 20 hours a week, which means based on here, what you said you want to be doing in the business, you actually want to dedicate in terms of time 10 hours a week to more vision and strategy prep or execution. You want to be spending 8 hours of your time in client work, and you want to spend 10% or 2 hours on the people management and communication. So with this level of time understanding, we can now get to your, put this in your calendar. It is so simple, and I have fought against doing it so many times because it felt so easy. But every time I want to grow my business, or I want to sign more clients, or I want to create a new product or offering, I will put it in my calendar. And that means I take action on it because it's in my calendar. If your calendar stays the same and you do not change your calendar, then your days will not change because your calendar hasn't changed. And if your calendar hasn't changed, what you do in a day hasn't changed. So your time is still spent doing the same things you've always done. So you want to look at this and put it in your calendar and go, awesome, I'm now going to give myself and half an hour in the morning to work on vision and strategy. Now, the purpose of this, there's a gap, right? So at the moment, you're spending 20 hours on client work and you want to spend 8 hours on client work. There's a gap of 12 hours. You're not going to change this overnight. Some people have, and that's great, but the majority of people need to have a bit more of a continuous shift towards it. So that's what I'm teaching you to do. So when it comes to this particular metric, the some client work, what we want to do is go, right, is there a way of what I'm doing that I can simplify what I'm doing and create an efficient strategy so I can save myself time? And you will know the answer to that. So ask yourself, of what I'm doing now, is there a way that I can either outsource this, give it to somebody else in my team already, teach somebody else to do it, or create a system that is more efficient so I don't have to spend as much time doing it, but still keep it at the quality of work? And from that answer, you will then be able to go, yeah, actually I can, and start building that out. If you're like, no, at the moment I'm really tapped in that, I can't really do too much, no worries at all. What I would suggest you do is start, if this was your example, start putting vision and strategy sessions in your calendar. And it can just start with 20 minutes. It doesn't have to be, I know for me, whenever somebody goes, you need to do this, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do it for 5 hours every day and it's going to be great. It's not sustainable. I get excited about doing it for a couple of days and I stop doing it. So just make it easy for yourself. Honestly, just do 10 minutes if that's all you, if that's what you, how you want to start, that's fine. But the purpose of this is you've put it in your calendar and you've set time aside to sit and think about the vision and strategy of your business. Now, at the start, if you've never done this, it's going to feel weird and you're going to be like, well, this feels like a waste of time. That's okay. It's normal. But I want you to actually literally sit there. Don't look at emails. You're not meant to be responding to client work. You're not meant to be doing anything else in the business. You're shifting your mind to working on the business. So I find it a lot easier to not sit on my laptop or my computer when I'm doing vision and strategy work. I'll literally get a notepad and a pen and I'll sit somewhere either outside or on the chair downstairs, and I'll write out, right, what do I want for this growth? Where do I want this to go? How do I want this to work for me for this next level of growth? And just answer that question and get used to doing that each and every day. And when you get used to that each and every day, it becomes a habit. And when it becomes a habit, you build the momentum to keep doing it. So that's all I'm wanting you to do here is build a habit of working on the business. So focus in on that. In terms of the client-facing work, so for this example, in regards to the people management and communication, if this was your example and you were talking to me, I'd be like, right, there's not too much room for movement in terms of the hours here, but there is an opportunity because when you have a team and you want to grow your business and potentially be a leader in your industry, you want to help people be leaders in your business. And the way you do that is by asking them next time they come to you with a question, and you will know why they come to you because you will have written it here. So example, talking to the team, providing solutions and answering questions. So when the next time a team member comes to you and asks you a question, ask them what would they do in this situation. And what that does is that gives that responsibility and power back to them to think through it. Instead of automatically going to you as they're in that habit of doing, they'll stop and go, oh, well, I would do it this way. And then you can go, great. If you agree with it, great, do it that way. Now, what I want you to note with this is if you're wanting to up-level your team and help them be leaders in your business, that's fantastic. They're going to make mistakes. That's normal. Everybody does. You do, I do, we all do. But I want you to come at it from the point of view as you're teaching and training and helping them be leaders in your business to help lead the business. So any mistakes they made is welcomed because you and they are resourceful and they can fix those mistakes. And it's going to save a hell of a lot of time by them starting to take ownership on the work and not having to ask you all these questions. So, in conclusion to the 3 steps, I hope you have gotten a lot of clarity in regards to how to actually grow your business. And what the next step for you to do after this is start putting things in your calendar and taking things out of your calendar that you don't need to do anymore. 80% of the stuff we do is just fluffy work that actually doesn't move the needle. So give yourself a challenge for the next week. Just focus on needle moving activities. And when my son was first born and I wanted to grow my business and I wanted to hit 6 figures because we wanted to move countries and there was a whole thing, I was like, right, I have 2 hours in the middle of the day when he works, when he naps. He doesn't work, he was a baby. I had 2 hours in the middle of the day when he napped. I was like, what the hell can I do for 2 hours that's going to move the needle? And at the time of marketing, I literally just marketed my business for 2 hours each and every day, and that was it. And I didn't do anything else. I just did that. And I scaled my business to 6 figures with just 2 hours a day. So when you're super focused on what's actually moving the needle and getting rid of the fluff of what you think you should or shouldn't do, your business will grow substantially quicker and sustainably because you're only focusing on the things that really truly matter. So update your calendar, put in there what you're going to start doing and remove the things you're not going to do or give it to a team member and repeat this cycle. There's 3 steps is for you to continuously look at. Every time you feel a bit frustrated or feeling a bit angry or like, oh, there's not enough hours in the day, go through these 3 steps. Because these 3 steps help you simplify your business, help you streamline it, systematize it, and refocus you on what you need to be doing. And it's okay if you get confused and go, oh my God, what should I be doing here? Go through the steps. It's what you do. The more you go through the steps, the more you solidify that process in your brain and the more it becomes natural for you. So I wish you all the very best success. You have so got this. Enjoy the workbooks, enjoy all of the help that I'm providing you, because if you apply it, it will work and it gives you the clarity you need to grow your business the way that you want to. So have the most incredible day and I will see you soon. Bye.